Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy almost New Year. How have I been? I've been a lot of things, but I've been happy. I've been good. Hope you can hear me. I'm playing. I can't get enough of this Giveon album, man. I'm like addicted to it. That's Tiny Desk. Fire. Wasting my time, spending my 20s on you. How many people wasted their time? Spending 20s, 30s, 40s on people who didn't deserve you. So welcome to Unbuttoned. If this is your first time here, guys, like welcome in. I appreciate y'all being here. This is a safe space. This is a space for us to just express ourselves and just get unbuttoned. I know I'm always in here in a button-up shirt, but don't mind me. We can be loose in here, we can be free, and we just speak what's on our mind. We're back in the Unbuttoned chair. This is our last show for the year, obviously. And I almost forgot that there was one more Monday left in this year. But when I realized it, I was like, hell yeah, we're going to have Unbuttoned. We're going to gather together. We're going to talk. Because I want to hear about like what your holidays were like. I want to hear about what you got planned for 2026. What's probably my best Christmas. Not because of gifts, but the unity. We laughed and ate good. What else do you need? You know what I mean? Like, it's just so interesting how Christmas feels so different as you get older. I remember being a kid and like counting all the gifts. Like every day you would go underneath the tree and like, okay, I got another one. That's 10, that's 11, that's 12. And now it's like, I don't care if I get a gift at all. I just want to be with the people that I love. I just want to like celebrate love and life, So that's beautiful. I love that. Thank you. My family and I, we went to Disney. We took all the kids out. What's up, Kels? What's up, Kels? Yeah, it's time. It's time to get, well, I don't know. My friend in here was like, I gotta wait 6 months. So she said, I gotta wait 6 months before I start dating. And that's cool. Like I'm not ready to date yet, I don't think. Things are still healing up in here. I'm still taking my time. But it would be nice to have some company. Why not? Why not? On the first day of the year. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I have this whole scheme in mind to like get a date. I decided to I didn't plan on telling y'all this. I had this plan of like going on an app, right? Just for a date for New Year's. That's it. After that, like I'm not gonna save your number. We're not gonna talk ever again. It's just for New Year's. What do y'all think about that? Is that a good idea? A bad idea? Should I even like dip my toe in the water? Should I like just hang out by myself? I don't know. There's no time frame. I feel you totally. Do it. Spontaneity is so fun. I know, right? Like I've been thinking about it. I mean, as long as I be getting attached though. I be getting attached. So as long as I don't do that, then I feel like it's fine. We'll see how it goes. I'll tell you what though, those apps, they're terrible. There's slim pickings on there. I'm like, swipe, swipe, swipe. What is this? But yeah, so I was telling y'all about my holiday, right? So my family and I, we went to Florida. I think you should do it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put a poll in here later. Who thinks I should do it? Who thinks I should stay away from it? Who thinks it's a bad idea? And I could not believe that it was our first time back in Florida in almost 30 years. And that's just like kind of something I wanted to talk about tonight. Like, is the passage of time. It's something that makes me so emotional. And I was so emotional on this trip. 30 years. So my parents took us to Disney World every year. There's 6 kids in my family, so I have 5 other siblings. And every year, every time someone turned 5 years old, we would go to Disney to celebrate their 5th birthday. And so the last time we were there was when my twin siblings turned 5 years old. So that's been almost 30 years ago now. And we were there, of course, my dad was with us. We lost him back in 2010. So it's been about 15 years since he passed, but 30 years since that trip. And so my siblings and I, we decided when we got together this year that we were going to recreate the last photo that we took in Disney World. And that was a whole, I'm making a TikTok about it. I got to share that with y'all. It was a lot. I'll tell you what, I was 15. I was awkward AF. And y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh at me. But it was so emotional the whole time. So the first morning of the trip, I come downstairs and we all gather, we're ready to catch the shuttle to go to the park. And I walk into because we stayed at one of the Disney resorts, and I walk into the lobby, and they're playing this silly chipmunk Christmas tape, and like I'm bawling. Like it's just the chipmunks singing like Christmas songs. And I'm bawling because my dad had the tape, and we would play that. We played that until the tape popped, okay? We played it until the tape popped, and it made me think about him. I was thinking about him already, obviously, but it brought tears, tears to start the day. All right, and then we got to the park, and I kept having like emotional moments. Like, of course, it's been 30 years for all of us, all my siblings, my mom. We've all aged, obviously, but when I looked at my brother, he has a 4.5-year-old daughter, almost 5. And she, I said to him, I was like, do you realize that the last time we were here, you were her age? Like, how crazy is that, that you were her age the last time we were here, and now you're here with her? And again, just, I was so emotional, man. I was a mess. And he was like, yeah, I thought about that too. Um, he said when we got on the It's a Small World. I mean, if you've been to Disney World, if you know, you know. Like that's just a classic ride. You got to go on that. And he's like that, and that was the first ride of the day that we went on. And he said, I was putting her in the ride, and I thought about being here, with my dad, and like it was just he had his own moment. So, I was just the holidays, man. They bring up so much. Yeah, definitely a full circle moment. We deal with so much grief and so much loss, um, but it's also such a big sign of love. And just we were able to honor him, and we miss him at Christmas time anyway. But that was just a special, really special moment. We created more core memories for the kids. Yeah, we took the second generation. It was their first time, and I was on the It's a Small World with my nephew who's 10, and he and I were together. And of course, he's too cool for school now. He's getting to that age. Everything out of his mouth is, "This is so sick," and I'm like, "What are you talking about, sir? What? I don't understand." Um, and I said to him, I was like, "So what do you think of the ride?" And he just was like, it's kind of boring. It sucks." And I was like, "You know what? I wish you could have experienced it when I experienced it for the first time. That magic is so difficult to recreate the older you get. When I first rode that, I was just in awe, you know? So we just there were so many moments where I just paused, even in the chaos of like a million kids running up and down, to think about grief and loss. And some of you know that my ex was supposed to go on that trip with me. My best friend was supposed to go on that trip with me. And so that was a whole different kind of loss that I was thinking about. Kind of lost both of them this year. And so there was just so many levels to the loss. And it just made me think about the passage of time, and how there were so many people that we started off 2025 with who we're not ending the year with, or we're not taking into 2026. And for a lot of ways, that's a good thing. I would not change one thing about 2025, even though it was definitely challenging for me. in some ways. I don't know. A lot of you are probably doing the whole TikTok made us that 2025 recap thing. I looked at mine and I'm like, should I even post this? Because it had so much of happier times, let's just say, with my ex. And I was just like, this is a lot. This is a lot. But it just reminded me that things can change in the blink of an eye, right? And I've grown. I've grown and I'm happy. I'm happy. I feel good, you know? Thank you guys for being here with me, for rocking with me through the nights when y'all were coming in. I was just drinking and crying, drinking and crying. Yeah, they're tough to watch. Absolutely. But you know what? The beginning was hard to watch. But then as I got through the middle and to the end, I was like, God damn it. I'm so proud of myself. And I hope that you guys feel the same as you watch yours. Like, now we drink and laugh. Absolutely. We toast to the good times. Um, and not to say that, hey, we healed and we completely, no, like, we are healing. We are growing. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, thank you for being proud of me. I'm proud of you as well. But that's another thing is like that I learned this year is that we don't have to rush grief. We don't have to rush growth. It happens when it happens. Um, I'll tell you what, there were so many people who said, "You still talking about that? You still on that?" But I had to go through my process. I had to go through my process, and now I'm in a better place, one day at a time. Absolutely, and I feel amazing. So I want to hear about what you guys think about your 2025. What was it like for you? I heard some people saying, it was terrible. I heard some people saying it was the best year ever. For me, it was kind of in the middle. It was kind of bittersweet. It started off on a high, man. Like, it started off like I'm in the clouds. Like, I am feeling great. And then the middle was kind of rocky. Then I dropped. I dropped. It was tough. And then coming down to the end, I caught back up again. It was very much this. It was very much like a ride that I was on in Disney World. I went on some roller coasters in Disney World. By the way, my nieces and nephews, they took me on some serious rides that I had no business being on. As someone who's afraid of heights, who has motion sickness, none of it. But if anything was indicative of 2025 for me, it was doing this. Up and down, up and down. It was rough. I had so many transitions. Thank God I got through it. Absolutely, absolutely. And you should be proud of yourself, and I'm proud of you too. Um, so many transitions. I have, and we have a lot to look forward to in 2026. If there's one thing that made me I'm proud of myself because there's nothing like being at your worst or at your lowest that will remind you how strong you are. That will remind you that even in your darkest days, you still got up the next day and you continue to move forward. That is an accomplishment. That's amazing. And not everybody does it. We have some people, God rest their soul, who aren't with us anymore because they could not make it through that darkest day. And no shade, no judgment on them, but the fact that we're still here, that says a lot, and don't take that for granted at all. It's been a year full of lessons for sure, lots of ebbs and flows, 1000%. What's up, Nurse Nick? Thank you for coming through. I told everyone it's temporary. Please let me go through it and look at us now, happy and healthy. Hey, hi Ren. Hi Ren. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here, man. One of the things I'm most proud about in 2025 is this space, creating this space right here. And I didn't know what this space was gonna be. Um, I know that I started it as an outlet because as a masculine presenting person, I felt like I didn't have enough outlets. I felt like there were so many misconceptions about who we are, and how we manage our emotions, et cetera, et cetera. And so I wanted to create a space because I was going through it and I needed support. And so I thought that I could help someone else and be a support for someone else who was going through it. We are expected to be kind of strong when we are very, not that we're not strong, but we're also very emotional, very, very soft on the inside. I know that's me for sure. I'm quick to shed a tear, boy. I'm quick to be emotional. And that's okay. That's okay. And I just want to thank you all for your support, because you guys have made this space what it is. And when in 2026, I just have um, so many ideas, so many things that I want to do to make this a platform that's even bigger and even reaches wider than it does now. So thank y'all for rocking with me and being here. So I have a question for y'all. I think I want to know, kind of like, if you had to, a couple questions, but if you had to describe your 2025 in a word, what would it be? I'm still thinking about the word that I would use, because, like I said, it's really been kind of up and down. I can't say that it was trash. I can't say that it was, you know, it's been all over the place. It has some serious highs, some serious lows. Thank you for liking the live, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate y'all being here and for sharing it, and for I think the live goal is happening somewhere. By the way, I'm happy that y'all can see me. Hopefully the quality is okay. I left my ring light in Florida. Y'all know I'm always the photographer and the videographer and the documentarian of the family, and have that thing going everywhere with me. And I was throwing it in my nephew's bag every time I left the hotel, and I sure enough left it in his bag. So I'm gonna have to order another one. Your word would be awakening. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Dang. The whole time it was heavy. Was it like a rough, like heavy from start to finish? Redemption. Wow, that's deep. Redemption. Okay. Rebuilding. Mm. These are great words. I don't know. I'm not quite certain. Um, I know though that I've never been more proud of myself, and I've never believed in myself more. Um, I'm someone who can be quite codependent in a relationship, evolving, good one. I'm someone who, when I am with someone, we're supporting each other's dreams and goals, and like when I'm by myself, it's like I don't know what to do sometimes, right? I'm like, what do I do without a partner to support me and be supported by? I had to really dig deep, or even my friends, I had to really dig deep and support myself, encourage myself. Um, and that, I gotta say, therapy helped with that. Um, Being here in this space with you guys helped with that. But ultimately, it was up to me, and I couldn't let myself down. I refused to let myself down. So, wait, I miss something. Self-awareness. Yeah, you have to look at yourself in the mirror a lot, and see, and I see, whew, so many things that I had to work on and I'm still working on. but I also saw some really positive qualities. You know, sometimes we can be really self-deprecating, right? We can be really tough on ourselves. But if you really looking in that mirror, you will see that there are so many redeeming qualities. You know, for me, like I said, I've been proud of my strength and my work ethic. Um, the push that came from feeling like, hey, it's I only got me right now. Um, I realized that there's so much inside of me that wants to come out, you know, that's been repressed. And so I feel like we're gonna see that blossom in 2026, right? So many people see that as a negative. You have a servant spirit. Ooh, tell me more about that. I have a story about the servant thing. I can be the same way, and I had to learn not to. I had to learn not to be what? Wait, let me make sure we on the same page. What did I miss? Come on in, Shalambi. Um, some people told me this is a creepy story. Codependent, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I was like 15, I went to a board, I went to a boarding school, a boarding high school, and it was a boarding Christian school and all of that. Y'all know the deal with that. But there was this pastor who came. We would have spiritual emphasis week where we would just shut down all classes for an entire week, and it would just be like basically a revival for the week. You had no classes, but you had to go to chapel every day, and you had to. Whereas like usually chapel was like 3 times a week, but during this week it was every day, and there was a lot. So we would have like guest preachers come in, and this one preacher came in, and we were all in the cafeteria that morning getting our breakfast. And he picks me out of the crowd, out of the line, pulls me off of the line, and he's like, "Come on over here." And he's like, "You see that?" He had a bowl of cereal, and he's like, "You see this pitcher of milk? I want you to pick that up, and I want you to just pour that on my cereal." Sounds so creepy when I tell it. So I do it. I pour it on the cereal, and I'm like, why am I doing this? What's going on here? So I do that, and I put the milk back down. And he was like, you see how easy it is to be a servant? So anytime someone says the word servant, I think back to that memory. He was trying to teach me and us, everybody who stopped to watch, that it's just so easy to be a servant. You just listen, you just follow the instructions, and it's supposed to be about like serving God and how that, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I told that story, but it was kind of creepy looking back on it. You face so many things that you were avoiding. Yes, yes. I was avoiding a lot. That's interesting. Yeah, it was interesting. Um, the indoctrination, really weird and creepy. Yeah, yeah. That's Christianity, right? I think back to being in a space that I knew wasn't right for me, but I was avoiding getting out of that space because I was so in love and I was so wanting that, wanting this to be the space, wanting it um to be honest with you, if she didn't leave me, I would still be there now because I wanted to make it work so badly. And so, like you said, I was avoiding a lot. I was pushing things to the back of my mind. I was jumping over them red flags. Um, and that's something we're not doing in 2026. We're not ignoring red flags. We are not letting people talk to us any kind of way. We are not allowing people to disrespect our boundaries. You know, we're taking care of ourselves. That's something I'm very committed to in 2026 is, and I was telling this to Kelsey the other day, is self-care. Um, I have definitely neglected that for many, many reasons. Um, and I want to change that. I want to change that. I'm all about. I've never even had like a real like skincare routine. Like I've never done it, and I've never had a massage. I've never been to the spa. I've never, done things like that. I need to get a manicure, you know. People tell me I have nice hands, but I don't do anything. I want to, really invest in myself, The word for the year, but I went in working towards radical self-care. Yeah. Yeah, that's so important. That's so important. Um, I had a really hard breakup once because I had to stand on my boundary and walk away, and it was hard. Nothing's harder. Nothing's harder because you it's a struggle between your mind and your heart, right? I'll tell you what, my heart my heart didn't want to let go, but my mind knew like, hey, it's time. It's time. Yeah. You deserve the world. Thank you. Thank you. You as well. Um, you don't realize how much. Yes, I've realized that thank you, Crystal. I realized that I have neglected myself. Again, I have this mindset of it's all about this person. It's all about us as it's all about and then it's like, what about me? You know? Um, and so I didn't wait for 2026. I've been starting it a little bit here and there. I started a little skincare routine. Okay. I started to do little things here and there. There's a lot that I have coming up in 2026. I'm moving to a new apartment. I am trying to decide where I want to go for I hope to do more than one solo trip in 2026, but I'm at least starting with one and seeing what I come up with. I'm thinking about Portugal. That's on the top of my list. I do want to go home to the Bahamas. I haven't been in a couple years. That's where I'm from. Uh, my mom is turning 70 in February, so that would be a good time to go for that. Um, really, I want my focus to be on me. Um, I want to stop living in fear and travel even solo. So you've never done a solo trip? I did my first solo trip in 2025, and I will say that I see what the hype is all about. Um, Solo trips are incredible. Your mom looks amazing. Thank you. She is very beautiful. Um, Solo trips, there's nothing that connects you to yourself more than a solo trip. When you could wake up, you plan the itinerary on your own. You go where you want to go. You leave when you want to leave. You experience a new, like, especially if you go outside of the country, you experience a new culture. There is nothing like it. And now I'm hooked. And I'm like, how many solo trips? Like, I'm thinking about even when I get into my next relationship, whenever that may be, because Anomaly said I have to wait for 3 years. Um, Even when I get into my next relationship, like I want to definitely like take solo trips without my partner. You know what I mean? Because it's just there's something about it, man. I think that's a form of self care as well. Where do you think you want to go on your solo trip when you do go on one? It's so liberating, absolutely. Because there's a little bit of fear, right? There's this fear of like, oh my god, like I'm really by myself. My solo trip this year was to Mexico, and this was before I started dating my ex who lives in Mexico. I went there by myself, and it's like you go into a country where you don't speak the language, and you got to figure it all out, and there's something so exciting about that. And so, like you said, liberating. Something about having your own space and just being in solitude. Yes, absolutely. I was like, how can I was already thinking about how can I move here? Like, how can I make this happen? St. Thomas is beautiful. I hope I'm not drinking alone tonight, guys. Y'all know when y'all coming on button, y'all gotta pull up with your glass. You know what I'm saying? Like what's up? Thank you for coming in, Shavella. All right, so thank y'all for answering our first question. I got another one. Thank you. Thank you, Nurse Nick. Pull that wine out. Pull that wine out. Are you really a nurse? Like, I mean, is that like obvious? Are you really a nurse? Because got my little wine, sipping with you. Appreciate you. What kind of wine you got? Okay, you're a nurse. Respect. Not like respect. I think that's so cool. I know how hard y'all have to work, so I got nothing but respect for y'all. All right, so the next question is I kind of want to know, like, if there's one thing that you're looking forward to in 2026, what's that gonna be? It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything major. Um, just one thing that you absolutely, once you check this off your list, you're gonna feel so proud of yourself. Um, for me, I think once I get this move out of the way, because thank you for coming in, Tasha. What's up? Uh, I've shared with you guys that moving into the apartment that I'm in now was my first time moving by myself, living by myself. And so I've been here for 2 years, and I've kind of gotten comfortable because it was such an accomplishment to me to move in by myself. People are like, you moved by yourself at 42 for the first time. Yeah, yeah. So many, so many stories in that. I was always with a partner. I was always with a family member, and at 42, I moved in here by myself. Um, and now I'm moving again. So I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of scared all over again. I have those same feelings that I had when I moved into this place. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to in 2026 is getting this move out of the way. My move-in date is February 1st. So I feel like I'm crazy right now. I feel like I don't have time. I have a whole month, but I feel like that's not enough time. I'm freaking out. I suck at finding apartments and doing all that shit. So pray for me, guys. So that's one thing, and then I have so many plans and dreams and goals with Unbuttoned. So those are kind of two things: getting my things out of storage and acting on my dreams without fear. Absolutely. I don't know. You're so fucking talented. I don't know what you're afraid of, but I get it. I get it. I get it. It's difficult having another baby. What? Oh my god, you're having another baby? Listen, that is amazing. I love the babies. Really? Wow. You know what? Congratulations in advance. That's amazing. Wow. Building my brand. Absolutely. Man, Kels, wait a minute. I'm still on to having another baby. That's so cool. Self-growth and goals. Yep. Like what kind of goals? Tell me what kind of goals. Putting my wellness business out there. Really? What's that wellness? If you don't mind sharing, it's time to bring you up here, by the way. I've been talking to myself too much tonight for a long time. Wow, Kels, come on, congrats. Whoa, wait a minute. Wow. Okay, so 2026 is gonna be pretty eventful for you. That's incredible. All right, let me bring you up here. I don't know. Here we go. What's up, friend?
Hey, friends.
Thank you for coming in. Listen, I missed y'all so much. I'm so glad to be back in you guys' company, back on the
Yeah,
live.
I'm
So
glad to me and the other side, Kels. We were like we need to when E get back, we all need to like meet up, like for real, for real.
get me out the house. Okay. I've been working nonstop. It's time. And if y'all have any fine friends, bring them. Bring them because it's time. It's time, okay?
No, I feel that. So I am all about like mental health. Um, I do Reiki healing and sound bowl
Mm.
healing to align the chakras. More so mental health with the mind, because it's a lot of people out here that really need the help. I want to collab with some therapists, well, really spiritual therapists, if they don't mind, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember on the East Coast, I had this therapist. Um, she was actually a nurse, and then she became a therapist, and she incorporated the sound bowls and the Reiki, and I thought it was really cool. Um, so I want to kind of incorporate that too.
That's that's really cool. I used to date someone who used to do sambos, who does, or she does sambos or whatever, and I had no idea what it was all about. And the first time I like stepped inside of the bowl and she like tapped on that thing, like, and I felt that vibration all through my body. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, now I get it. It's definitely like I can't explain what kind of happens. What did you say it was? What does it do to you? Like,
So for
explain.
me, so what? So like 7 years ago, how I even got into it was a good friend of mine. She invited me to this sound bowl class, and I looked at her like she was crazy, because I was like, girl, what is this? And she's like, no, you're gonna like it, you're gonna like it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it. So I went, and I had to bring like my yoga mat, and you just laid there on the floor, and uh the lady just started playing the bowls, and next thing you know, I was crying, and
Yes.
you know, and it was deep. So I was like, man, it's not a lot of African American people that do this, you know. And I did a lot of it on the East Coast, but here it's, I don't know, I'm trying to find my way here so I can you know, get in touch with all that, because I really believe if we heal the black community, especially LGBTQ, we would be better. We would be a better people to ourselves and to our community.
We need so much healing, don't we?
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah, and I had that same experience, like laying on that mat and they're playing the sound bowls and they're sometimes they're talking you through it, sometimes they're just playing the thing and I went on a journey and I like you, I got emotional, right? There's something it's hard to explain what was happening. I couldn't when I was done, when it was all over, I was like, what happened? What just happened there? I don't know, but I
Yeah,
felt like a cleansing, you know?
it does. It helps remove. A lot of people hold a lot of stagnant energy in their bodies, and they wonder why they have heart attacks, or they
Mm.
have certain illnesses attached to certain um, organs in the body. When you can allow different sound frequencies to heal yourself, you know? So you never know.
Yeah,
That's how I look at it.
yeah, we got to get more we got to get back to kind of like that more natural healing. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm someone who like don't let me have a pain. I'm gonna reach for the pills. First and foremost, I'm gonna reach for that ibuprofen. Um
No, I have different herbs that I,
oh,
yeah, I'm into all that, like the
you're a
teas and
herbalist.
yes.
Okay.
the
Yeah.
teas and all that. So yeah.
Okay, so tell me, I came back from Disney World. I walk like 10 miles a day. My thighs are still burning. Okay. My back hurts. Tell me what to do other than pop some ibuprofen right now. Cuz I'm
um
44 years old, okay? The body is it's not like it was when it was 25, okay?
phew. So you can do turmeric, um cinnamon and honey.
What do I do with it?
And oh, you put it in like a tea.
Okay, and the tea.
You put it in a
Got it.
tea.
Gosh, those limbs.
Um
I need to do better about
yes.
that.
I still what else? You gonna make me get up and go look under my little cabinet. Cause I got a bunch of herbs. I'm going to the herb store tomorrow.
Okay, the herb
Shoot.
store. There's a herb store.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
here in Houston, yes. It's off of 45 South and um airline, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And their herbs are like $5 a pound. And you can get big old bags of herbs. It's dope. It is dope.
Maybe that's a goal for me in 2026 as well. Getting more
Yeah, we can go. We can
natural remedies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely something else I want to do is to have a more consistent workout routine. Normally was laughing at me because I told her that I do like shower push-ups. I listen, you get it in when you can,
That part.
and I do them in the shower. But I need to do more. I need to do more
Not shower push.
shower push-ups. Listen, get into it. I need tea now, stuffy nose, sore throat. All I know is Starbucks medicine.
Oh no. So what you do for that tea? You do lemon.
That medicine ball is good though, not gonna lie to you.
It is, but I feel like they didn't got a little they no. Mm-mm. I feel like it's good, but no. I have different herbs for the immune system and then call it a day. Like when my son tells me he don't feel good, like, Mom, can you make your tea? So I do turmeric, lemon, and ginger, and mixed with what is it? Garlic cloves,
Okay.
and I put honey, and I don't even drink regular sugar or use regular sugar. If I do use sugar, I use cane sugar, and
Okay.
call it a day. And mix that with elderberry and call it a day.
Yeah, what's interesting is that I grew up on the islands, and I'm used to when we were sick as kids, my parents and my grandparents, they would bring out the bush medicine, make a tea, all that kind of stuff. But I didn't unfortunately like carry that with me when I moved away. I heavily, like I said, rely on those pills. If I get a little sore throat, if I feel a little cough coming on, I'm gonna drink some NyQuil, that kind of shit. But it would be nice to get more into herbal remedies for sure.
Yeah, I can yeah, I can drop some herbs you can buy. I can tell you where to go to get some decent herbs, or don't cost you that much. So yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put that on my list. Like it's just a lot of things, and I realize something about I realized that I can do anything. It's like I'm challenging myself. It's like, what do you want? I'm trying not to have so many limitations. I've held myself back in so many ways, and I'm just like, what do you want to do? What is it that you want to do in your career? What is it that you want to do for your body, and your self care and all of that stuff? What do you want to do? What is it? You know, um, first, that's the first thing. You got to figure that out. And the second thing is make it happen, you know? Um, and so I'm all about new experiences in 2026. You're into herbs, so like what foods do you eat? Ooh, that's a good one. What foods do you eat also? I need to change my eating habits.
So, me, I am really, I just eat fruits and vegetables. I mean, I do eat meat, but I'm down to like really, if I do eat meat, I'll eat like beef and that's it, but I don't really eat nothing else. Um, I eat
You don't eat like
rice.
chicken?
No, I don't eat chicken. You know the crazy part is, I used to have, when I say I used to have terrible, like terrible menstrual periods, and then as soon as I like cut like pork and chicken out of my diet, I don't have I don't have terrible menstruals no more.
Really?
Yes, I don't even now if I'm on a budget, I'll do like the frozen vegetables. But I don't
Okay.
do canned vegetables. I get all mine's fresh
Where do you
at
get
the
that from?
farmers market
Okay.
and call it a day. I just can't. As much stuff they put into this food, I don't
I try not to think about it, but
I
I
I
need to.
do
I need
because I
to, right?
mean I yeah, and the most I eat out of rice is jasmine rice because it's much more healthier rice
Okay.
than the other rice. But yeah, that's it. Oh, look at the kitty.
She has been a terror since I've been back. She's been really angry with
Oh,
me because I
Mm.
left her for so many days. Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey
And
y'all.
so, hey,
hey,
Hey boo.
how
Speaking
are
of eating,
you?
I am doing really well. I am. I can't complain. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain either. I started a new job.
you did?
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's amazing. How do
Yeah.
you like it?
It's okay. It's the hours is crazy, but it's okay.
What's crazy?
So I'm a dialysis tech.
Okay.
Um, it's alright. I don't like how people are on machines,
Mm.
and
Mm.
um,
They need some of your herbs.
yeah,
Right.
pretty much. But I need to pay the bills, so there you
Mm-hmm.
go.
I know that.
Um, but it's Monday through Friday. I mean Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I work. I get up at 4 in the morning. I gotta be there at 5.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm.
brutal.
Yes, it is, but I have 4 days off out of the rest of the week, so I'm not
Okay.
tripping.
At least there's some
Um,
balance.
it is balance. I do
Mm.
like that. So if I want to go, start back on to like art galleries and stuff like that, that I really like to do too. I can actually do that in the middle of the week.
Wow. Did you see Kelsey? Her mom did that for 20 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh wow.
it does a lot. It's a lot mentally, but I'm like, okay, the end goal is to like move up because I'm not gonna. No, yeah, no. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were,
Anomaly.
yes.
What's going on with you?
Actually, I was about to say we were just talking about food, and I'm warming up my food right now.
What
So
you
forgive me
warming
on that.
up?
I went to see my parents on yesterday, and I brought some food back with me because who wouldn't? So I have a little lamb chop, a little scallop, a little shrimp, and some
Okay.
pasta. So I'm about to eat that real quick, and then I'll come right back.
Okay.
No.
Sounds
Fine.
good.
Go ahead. Do
It
you.
sounds good.
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Thank you,
That
thank you.
part. Shoot, yesterday I made fried eggplant,
Mm.
uh rice, garlic rice and shit, what was it? Um oh damn. I can't think because I ate late last night. Damn. I don't know, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. I came back from vacation and I got some lo mein because who cooks when they get back like in town. I
Lo
just
mein
needed
is good
something
too.
quick and I had some lo mein from Rice Box. I don't know if you eat at Rice Box in Houston.
Is it good? I
Oh
want to
my
go there
God.
so
Rice
bad.
Box is amazing. I've never had a bad meal from Rice Box. I eat their lo mein, their chow fun, their fried rice. And I love that they have like vegan options, vegetarian options.
Really?
Most of their
Okay.
dishes they have it with tofu. They're off the chain. It's amazing. So I love Rice Box. It's one of my
Okay, I'm gonna
favorite
have to
places
try.
to eat.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
try that.
yeah.
And I know where it's at too. I just never went. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good. And then yeah, we definitely gonna hang out for your birthday. When is your birthday? When I mean I
It's
know when
on
it is, but like when is it? What day is it of the week?
it's on a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday. Okay. Okay.
Yes, I'm taking off for that day. I refuse, and I'm not working.
Please do.
Mm-mm.
We cannot work. Your birthday is a national holiday for sure.
Yeah, it is. And
Um.
this, I believe, this 36 is gonna be way better than 35.
God dang it. 36.
Yeah.
Tap the screen if you're in here and you're over 40, because I'm always the only one. But yes, 36 is a beautiful age. Um, you're right about that. So okay, so you got your food, you warmed up, and you're back in here. You're eating. You didn't share. Thank you for joining, Roller. Thank you for coming in. Um, another aspect, just going back to like what we were talking about earlier, is we talked about grieving loved ones who are no longer here. We talked about grieving relationships that have died throughout the year. And then the other part about grieving that we haven't talked about is, and we've talked about it in here in several shows, but is grieving your hopes and dreams for relationships, right? That
Mm-hmm.
are just not what you want them to be. And that could be like relationships with our parents or other family members who they're in our lives technically, but it's not necessarily the relationship that we want. And of course, I shared time with my mom this Christmas, and I love her to death. I almost fought somebody for her over the holidays. I almost fought someone, this bus driver who almost like was taken off before she sat down, and she almost fell. And I went to listen. I was about to tussle with homie. Okay, I was about to get arrested in Florida. All right. Um, but all of that, and the relationship is still not where I would like it to be. And so that's a different kind of grieving and a different kind of mourning. But I've also accepted, just accepted what it is, you know? So I kind of want to talk about that too. Like if you're in here and you have that type of situation, with a family member who, you just kind of had to accept that this is the lack of relationship is it is the relationship. It is what it is. And what's so interesting is when I was a kid, I remembered being at Disney World with her and feeling like, even at that age, at that young age, like, dang, like I want to be closer to her. But there was always this kind of blockage. It's so different. I tell you, I've been grieving my sister that's alive for over 15 years. Really, really. I'm sorry to hear that. You guys just don't communicate. You don't talk like that. Um, yeah. That's difficult. That's difficult because the person is right there within your reach, but there's just you can't reach them at the same time. You know. Thank you for joining, Peeble. Thank you for coming in. Finally apologized to me on Christmas Day. She did something so traumatic to me, and I forgave.
Mm,
Well, that's beautiful.
that is.
Forgiveness is so beautiful, and that's not easy to do. I think about that all the time. Like, I'm very close with my siblings, and I think about, like, I'm so, like, what if there was something to happen that, cause a rift between us? Would I be able to be the bigger person? I don't know. I don't know. I can't imagine not
No,
having a relationship with them, though.
same.
Yeah.
I love my sisters. I don't care how many times we don't talk, but I still love them, you know.
Yeah. How many sisters do you have?
Two.
2 sisters. And where do you
Yes.
fall in the mix?
Well, I'm a twin, but I'm the oldest, so I carry most of the brunt.
Yeah,
I carry most of the brunt.
that's something.
Yeah.
She told me the guilt was the reason she couldn't face me. I cried and cried. Oof. That
That's
sounds
sad.
heavy. 15
It
years,
does.
Kels? 15 years? Wow.
That's a
So,
long
like,
time.
I want to know what happened after that conversation. Like, now, are you guys speaking regularly, or what's the status of the relationship now? Did you eat? Did you eat your food?
I have a mouthful of food right now. I'm fucking it up too. I'm trying to hurry.
No, 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 no. Enjoy your dinner. That sounds really good, man. He asked if we could just text for now. I agreed. Oh, like that's such a good
That's a
start
step.
too.
That's a step.
Absolutely. I'd be like, can we text forever? Because I'm not a phone person, but communication, and that's great. That's great. Thank you for liking the live, Ren. I appreciate you guys for coming in and
Shoot, I
liking.
just had my cousin who she's much older than me, but she helped my mom like raise us when we were kids, and me and my twin were kids, and um me and her always kept in contact, but her and my mom aren't cool.
Mm.
And me, I'm so like kumbaya because I I don't like when people argue or have a disagreement. If you're gonna have a disagreement, just talk it out.
You're the
Agree to
peacemaker.
disagree. Yeah, I really am. In the family, I really am. Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty and move on. Because at
Definitely
the
see
end of the
that.
day, you have your life, I have mine. We can coexist.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was talking to her on the phone, and I'm gonna have this event in 2 years. I'm planning this event that I'm gonna have. It's gonna be a big event here, and she asked me to come, and I was like, okay. I said, I invited my mom too, because my mom kind of been coming around lately, um, trying to understand me more, a little bit more and stuff, and I said, why don't y'all just talk? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, well, how you gonna come to my event and not say nothing? Like I don't wanna feel the tension. And um I just told her, like, you know, when people have disagreements, what really like gets them together is truth and love. So I mean, love conquers all. And if you speak your truth, it's your truth. Nobody can take that away from you. You know, just say how you feel and call it a day, and just say sorry and call it a day. You know. So after I said that to her, mind you, she's 60 years old and my mother is 65. She wanted to call my mother, and they got it all, they got it together. Cause I was like, man, come on, like, we too old for this, you know? We too old. Like, we getting older, you know?
Yeah. time,
It don't make no sense.
time. It happens in a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, it's been 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. And sorry seems to be such a difficult word for so many people, and that's really a shame, and one thing I don't want when I leave this world is to have regrets. I don't want to leave anything unsaid. I don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay. Like, it's okay if we can't have a relationship. It's okay if whatever, but I want to make sure that I've told you, I'm sorry. I love you. It is what it is. Sorry
Yeah.
could have saved me years of grief. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of have a similar, not maybe not similar story, but when you were talking about having just coming to terms with these relationships with people. So my example, I guess, would be my stepdad. My stepdad is like a 70-something-year-old white man. He is a great husband to my mother, but the father figure role was never his strong suit. And I've known that for years. I've told him, I've tried to get to know him better. But it really kicked in over the holidays. My mother went on a cruise with her homegirl for Christmas. He didn't go. He stayed home. We're in the same city, so obviously I went to the house to see him for Christmas. And the lack
I'm
of her
sorry. How long
energy,
has he been your stepdad?
almost 20 years.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's never
Yeah.
made any effort to get to know me. Like, he's a great husband. And like he's a good person in general. He's not a bad guy. But there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And it was so loud and exaggerated because I went to the house obviously for Christmas, made sure he's okay. He hasn't been away from my mother for that long. Like, she was gone maybe a week. And that's probably the first or second time they've ever been apart that long. So obviously I wanted to check on him. It's Christmas, this, that, and the other. But the lack of her presence was so loud there. It was completely different. Like, we already don't talk. It's more like me trying to engage in conversation in a one-word answer. I was like, "Are you okay? How's your health? How's life?" He's like, "I'm good." That was it. That was the whole conversation. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, yep." He made some food. We didn't even eat together. Like, I sat in the living room. He went to his man cave. Done. And I'm just coming to terms, learning, like, because I had an idea to ask him, like, why haven't you ever tried to engage, like, get to know me just as a person?
You were gonna ask him that?
I was. But then the more I thought about it, the more I realized what answer would make me feel better. There's nothing
I
that he
would have
could say.
asked.
I mean, like, but there's nothing that he would have been able to say to make me feel okay with the situation. We've had 20 years to figure this out, and you've just decided to opt out. And I'm like, okay, so now coming to terms with the fact that the lack of relationship is the relationship. I know he cares in like a general sense.
Yeah.
Like, if I asked him for something, if I needed something, he'd be there, he would show up, but that's just what it is at
I'm
this
curious
point.
about like your mom's role in all of it. Like, has she ever over the years tried to like, get you
Right.
guys to have any type of relationship or
She put it on me. She would tell me, like, hey, go ask Jim. Oh, what's his name? Go ask him, like, hey, if he wants to go hang out or something like that. I'm like, and I did, because, people pleasing and I'm the child. So I would ask, like, hey, do you want to? And I can remember the 2 times that it happened. I was, probably 22, and I'm like, hey, would you like to go get ice cream or something? But she would always put it on me to reach out to him and then give him well, he's not like that. His family didn't grow up like that. Why is it my responsibility? Why aren't you saying the same thing to him?
My thing is, Mom, you married him, so like you're the orchestrator. Like, come on. Like, I would have put it back on her.
Yeah,
See, my
no.
mouth gets me in trouble. I don't. Yeah.
We've had the conversation, but she is going to defend a man. And I've
yeah.
come I've come to terms with that as well. She's going to defend the man in probably most situations.
Crystal asks if he has kids of his own.
He does not have any biological children, but he does have 2 white sons from a previous marriage. Who one of them's still around. I saw the other one maybe when they got married, and I've seen the second son twice, maybe.
Damn. So you don't even claim. See, let me be quiet.
I'm like he still rock with them. I'm assuming. I don't know because we don't talk. I wouldn't know. I don't know what their relationship is like, but yeah.
I couldn't fit. I wouldn't. Me as a mother in general, I could never not have my significant other not want to interact with my kids. I don't care how grown you are. Like, that's rude.
Yeah. Yeah. But to the flip side of that, and make it a little more positive, I went back there yesterday. That's where I got the food from. I went back there yesterday and it was like night and day. He was talking, making jokes, just being, yeah, yeah. And I was just like, that's why I said the significance of my mother being there made a whole difference, a complete 180. Like, I was like, oh, so you do have a personality.
That's kind of sweet. It was like she was back and he was just like, okay, now I can breathe. I'm comfortable. He probably like holds his breath around you like when she's not around. Like it just is awkward it's as awkward for him as it is for you. You know what I mean? You know, maybe it was the whole race thing. He was like, you know, she needs a strong black man in her life. I don't know what he said. You know?
That's funny.
I don't know. You probably don't know how to be a father figure, is what Crystal said.
No, yeah. I don't think he ever cared to be. Maybe not to me. Maybe to his young white male children, it would probably be a lot easier
The
than his
difference, male
black
and
women.
male, and you're a woman. So I mean, hey,
Yeah.
you never know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not
But
trying
it
to
was
make
like
no excuses.
no, I understand. But it was genuinely a nice day yesterday. I was shocked. Nobody argued. It wasn't awkward. We, laughed and joked. So I was like, you know what? I'll take it. If this is what it's gonna be, I'll take it.
I'm so happy for you that happened.
Thanks.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice time. You know what I mean? And it could have gone a different way. It could have been awkward and like, oh, this is why I don't want to come over here because it's weird.
Yeah. Energy, so all that. But no, it was cool. So I'm thankful to have that to hold on to, if nothing else.
Good night, Kels. Thank you so much for coming through.
Good night.
Everybody say good night to
Good
Kels.
night, Kels.
Thank you.
You're right, Crystal. Yeah, I'd take a calm, chill situation over it being chaotic.
Yeah, for sure. And like you were saying, it's like you accept what the relationship is.
Yeah.
Instead of like, do you think that you'll always have a hope though? That it will be
I
different?
did. I did in the past for most up until maybe a few years ago, after I expressed specifically, I would like to have a relationship with you. Can we do this? And nothing changed. And then last year, oh, this is too much lore. So last year on my birthday, we should I tell this?
Record. Continue.
So typically I ask the questions. I'm the one creating the conversation when we go out because it's always just the three of us. And so last year they don't normally ask me things. So I gave them a questionnaire. Like, hey, all right, let's switch it up. Let's see. Ask you some questions about me. And then saying it out loud sounds a little crazy,
That's
but
so cute. You gave them a questionnaire.
I did. But they didn't know anything. Jim, I asked him I asked them like 20 questions, like 17 or 20. I think Jim got 3 of them correct. Like, what was my middle name or something like that.
He knew that?
Yeah, but I
Okay.
also go by my middle name at home. Then my mom was answering the questions about her. She was anytime it got asked about me, she's like, "Well, I do this," and I was like, "Okay, well, here we are." Okay.
Oh, wow.
Totally missed the point. Okay.
Oh yeah, this will be a therapy conversation. So yeah, so I had hopes that things would change, but after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna place this love and this desire into myself, or into my platonic friends or a relationship, because
Right. You gotta
it's not
leave
gonna come
people
from
in
here.
yet sometimes.
Yeah, that's okay. They're old. Like it's not so much changing that's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
And you know when they dead and gone, that's when they realize, like, damn, I fucked up. Literally.
And
Yeah.
it's all good. I know they care, so here we are.
Yeah, and I had a few moments like that with my mom over this trip where it's different when we're all together. It's a different feel than there were some moments when it was just she and I find myself just kind of panicking on the inside, like just kind of, okay, what do I say? What do I do? Like it's just kind of, it's still awkward for me. There was one point where everybody else was gone and she and I went into like a little mini ride together. And I was just like, oh my God, like it just feels so weird. I don't know. It's just, and that's not the type of relationship that I want to have with her. But I have to accept that it is what it is. She just, for whatever reason, it just is what it is. You're not wrong for wanting that. Sometimes we want to feel it even when we do know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It's a natural desire.
Yeah, absolutely. But we take the positives from it. You got some good food out of it. You had a nice time. So he can cook then. What you saying?
You know.
it was the Oh wow, that's funny.
He did a good job yesterday. He did a good job. Him and my mother, they did. You know what? I was like, this is good. It hit. He's not afraid of the season. He used an occasional season, and so a win is a win.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They
What did everybody eat for the holidays? Like, that's something I've been missing because I haven't had a Christmas in the Bahamas for like what, 2 or 3 years now, and so I miss the home cooking, man. Like we went to some lame ass restaurant, and it's not the same. So like I miss like the home cooking because them lamb chops sounded good. I used to love lamb chops. I used to fucking love lamb chops. It's so delicious. Were they tender? Falling off the bone. Hey,
Tenderism.
that's what's up. That's not easy. Man, hold on. Okay, she's still eating them. She's going in. Yeah. So we hanging out for your birthday, friend?
Yes. I
We
was
hanging out for your birthday.
Yeah, I was just asking my god brother. I was like, I need my hair done. I need to get this hair done. Yeah, I'm gonna get that done for my birthday.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever seen your hair.
Oh, you'll see it when we go out.
I'm trying to visualize it. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it. What does it look like?
So I used to have locks, and I cut them off because they held so much
energy. Yes.
And I had to get rid of them. And
was it worth it?
It really was. I didn't even cry. It felt so good and liberating.
Oh man.
I've done that a few times.
Yes, like my friend was like, "Yo, you really gonna do this?" I said, "Yep, sure am." And they said, "You're not gonna cry?" I said, "Nope." And she cut, and I got a small little like afro, but yeah, no, this about to be braided up.
Okay. So, all right. Well,
yeah.
I've been toying with the idea myself. I've had my locks like 4.5 years, and every day I'm like, I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna cut them, and I haven't done it. I picked up the scissors on Christmas, and I was like, I can't. I don't know, but I have
the. You get attached, right? Like think about like anything that's been in our lives for 4 years. That was a friend. You know what I mean? Like anything that 4 years is a long time, and your locks are beautiful. You know what I mean? And so it makes sense that it's a little difficult. But what's inspiring you to want to cut them? You just want to change?
A change. Yeah, just a change and letting that energy go. Yeah. I started them because I told myself like I didn't want to be like anyone else. And I was like, how can I be the most unique version of myself? And I was like, okay, well, let me do this. And I've always wanted locks. My whole life I wanted locks, and I love them. I love them to death. But also, I'm ready for whatever next stage comes with me releasing the energy that they hold.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Absolutely.
I had mine for 5, so
yeah. I think you just feel freedom. I don't think there's any regrets once you do it. It's just you just feel free, and it's like, okay, on to the next step. And if I want them back, I can get them back.
Right.
It's just hair. That's what I say all the time. It's just hair.
Yeah, it grows back.
Yeah.
It sure does. Man, I want to say to you guys, thank you so much for your support during this year. I feel like I couldn't have made it, honestly, without your support. So thank you. Thank you for supporting me and for supporting Unbuttoned Live, for being here with me, for all your advice. Let's see if I take it into 2026. That's my goal. Is to take it all. Let's talk about getting me a date. Let's switch gears.
I'm here for the date. Okay.
Let's switch gears to that.
So not you over here trying to ghost somebody.
What? What do you mean?
The way you described it sound like an intentional ghosting.
Yes.
No. So okay, so I meet this person, this woman, and like she's gonna know from the jump that this is just for the night. So it's not ghosting if she knows what's up, right? She's
as long as the intention is clear,
right? And you let her know like this is just it for this.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna tell her like I'm here to, be the next love of your life. No, like she's gonna know this is just for the night. We're gonna have a good time.
What if you like her?
What if I like her? I told you my likes are off. I've turned my likes off. I've turned my love off.
So you're detaching. You're just
no. There's potential for if we like each other, maybe, but this for the purpose. This is just for the purpose of New Year's Eve. That's it.
So what do you want to do for New Year's Eve?
What do I want to do? It would be nice to just go to dinner, like something chill, relaxed. And then there's a bar that I do the countdown at every year. I've done that for the last like 3 years now, and that's it. Just real simple.
Okay.
So your New Year's kiss.
It'd be nice, right?
It's so intimate, though. I don't.
Okay, maybe I have maybe it's just me. Have you never like kissed a stranger on New Year's?
I haven't.
Me neither. I can say I never do it.
Yeah, me either. I would never do that.
So those are my options. Like I either try to find this date or I just go up to somebody and just kiss them.
Hey.
From my hypothetical experience, I feel like if you establish some sort of repertoire throughout the
tell me how to do it. Tell me how.
Okay.
Step by step.
This is a long time ago. I was in my 20s. Things were different.
Okay. Yes.
But you spark up a little conversation, perhaps, and by the time New Year's hits, I don't know, have a little libation to let the nerves go. And by the time the clock hits 12, you might have a little festive activity happening. I don't know.
I like that. I love that idea. But like my thing is like, what if I get to said place and like there's nobody that I'm attracted to. Everybody's like, you know what I'm saying?
There's risk involved.
Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. For me, I use discernment because I don't have time.
You don't have time?
No.
Yeah. Listen, it's been a minute since I've kissed someone. It would be nice to bring in the year doing that. A little liquid courage.
I feel you. I feel you on that.
Absolutely. Group thing, where you from? You from Houston? Life's short. Enjoy every bit. Don't think about it and just do it. See, now that could get you a slop though. Like, don't think about it. Just
Finesse
do
it.
it.
You gotta finesse it a little bit.
That could be some
Finesse
essay
it.
right there.
Mhm.
Gotta be a little careful with that. All right. So okay,
I
I
don't even
wasn't
know
gonna
what
share
I'm
this.
doing.
I wasn't gonna share it, but I downloaded an app just last night.
Dun dun dun.
Which one?
Hinge.
Hinge is good.
Hinge is good.
Yeah. Hinge isn't bad.
If
How
you
is
say
that
so.
going?
So, okay. So y'all want to know my
Oh yes,
Please,
absolutely. Yes.
please,
Come on with it.
please.
Oh God, Hinge isn't bad.
Okay. Are you on Hinge right now?
No, I deleted it.
Okay.
But
But
no, this was no. This was sometime like in last year, 2024. I remember I was in the process. I wanted to move to Atlanta with my best friend, and I didn't. I wound up staying here in Houston, but I went to go visit my best friend, and she was like, "Oh, you should move here." And I said, "I don't know. Let me see how Atlanta is." And I went to Atlanta, and I didn't like the energy of Atlanta, so I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna move here." So when I was in Atlanta, I downloaded Hinge, and this woman like popped up in my DM, beautiful. Thought she was, yeah, beautiful. And then she was like, "Oh, so what you doing? You want to go on a date?" I was like, "Okay, when I get back in town." And she's like, "Oh, you're not in Houston?" I said, "No, not right now." So then when I told her I would hit her up when I get back, and she's like, "Okay, cool." So I got back, and I mean, the girl wined and dined my ass. It was cool.
Oh.
And why we are not talking right now is because I had caught her in a lie. She was like, "Oh, I want to exclusively like date you." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Cause you seem like a mystery. Like I can't figure you out." And I said, "Well, maybe if you just allow me to be myself, you wouldn't have to figure me out. Cause I mean, And she was like, "I don't know. Like you just different." And I was like, "Okay." She's like, "Well, I'm not talking to anybody else." I was like, "Okay." But I felt like she was lying. So I just, all of a sudden she was just like, "Oh, I'm talking to somebody else." So then I showed her receipts. So I pulled all the receipts out because I'm like, "Yo, like, how you gonna sit up here and say A, C, and B?" And then so we wound up like just stop talking. And what threw her off was one day I took her out on a date. Like she wanted to go to this Italian restaurant because she said she liked Italian. So I took her to this Italian restaurant, and I went to go pick her up and all that. And she was like, "Oh, I'm not used to this." And I'm like, "Okay, So then, like, after that, she just was like, "I don't think I can do it." I was like, "All right, cool." And we stopped talking.
That's a weird.
It was weird, definitely. And I'm sitting there. She's like, "Well, I'm used to, doing everything." And I said, I get it. I understand. I did I did everything except she like opened the door for me and stuff because she was very like chivalry, But yeah,
The fact that reciprocity made her uncomfortable
yes,
was enough.
Was she
already a red flag.
masculine?
She was mass
Okay.
presenting. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes we could be weird with that.
But picking her up,
I did. Like I was like, well,
yeah, that's
because
not.
we were gonna meet, and then she's like, "Oh, you can come pick me up." I said, "Okay, cool," And she got upset with me because she was like, "So you just decided to put gas in your car? I said, yeah, like I needed gas before I came out here, came to get you. And she was like, but I told you that you not. I'm like, okay, but damn, I couldn't. Yeah, it was too much.
You know what she needs? She needs to come on Unbuttoned, okay? Where we break free of the gender role.
That part,
Right.
like, come
You know?
on.
Maybe it was like an old school. Well, she's like an old school stud. It was like, I do everything
Right.
out
She was
here.
at the time. She wasn't even that older than me. She was 37 at the
Oh,
time.
girl.
I was like, girl, come on.
The patriarchy is in her
Yeah.
brain. Is in
Yeah,
her brain.
yeah.
Somebody hold on. I have to go back to this comment. Someone said, I thought Euron was married. Now, where did you get that impression, Woodchuck? That I'm married? Please. I'm not married. I am divorced and I am single. So there's that. Please tell your friends. I'm
Not
not
tell your
married.
friends. I'm done.
I love it.
I'm not married. No.
So how is Hinge treating you so far? I know it's
How
only
was Hinge?
been a day.
So yeah, it's been a day. And so there's been a couple likes and there was one match. Hinge is a little confusing because like you can like people without you can like things without matching. Da, da, da. Anyway, so there's been some likes and then there was one match. She started talking to me, I haven't responded to her yet. And but that's it. And then I've just been like swiping and it's just been like, ooh, there's nobody on here and then everybody's young, like everybody's like in their 20s or early 30s. I'm like, where are the women who are like,
okay, so you gotta I'm gonna help you out. Cause you
yeah,
can
please.
change the
I
The
put
settings to who you want.
settings.
I did. Like I put the setting. I think the youngest I set it to was like 36 or something like that. I really don't want to go below that if I could help it. But then it got to a certain point where it's like, okay, we've shown you everybody on the app that's like, in within your preferences, and now we got to like slide some of these like younger people in here, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. No, thank you. Like, why are there 25-year-olds on here? Like, no, I don't want that. I can't. What am I gonna do with that? So it just seems like it's just slim pickings, which is why I'm not on there to begin with. So
Yeah, that's fair.
we'll see what happens.
And you're on a time crunch.
Right. And so should I talk to this one young lady that has reached out and be a match?
Is she cute?
Right. Like, what are we working with here?
Yeah.
Is this somebody you want to be seen in public with?
Right.
She's cute. She's
It was very convincing.
No, she's all right. She's completely bald, and I always said that I wanted to date a bald baddie at some point. So there's that. She's completely bald. And I think that's interesting. But she's attractive, and I like the fact that like
high pitch for me.
she's attractive. I like the fact that she reached out to me because like she started talking to me, which people wait for me to make the first move. But she said, hey, it's nice to like meet your acquaintance or something like that. She said, I haven't responded yet, but I don't know. There's a potential. There's potential right there.
Might as well.
She'll be down for one night.
I was gonna start singing one night only.
One night only.
That's all I have to say.
There's
a conversation wouldn't hurt. It might as well, it could go really well. It could go nowhere. It's just a conversation.
Yeah, and like there's no strings attached. There's no, we'll see what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying? Like if we can make it through the end of the night, if we can make it to the countdown, that's good. And you can say goodbye and not talk to each other ever again.
It's the high note for me.
Trying to convince themselves that this is what they're going to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, see what happens. Thank you, Ren. Thank you. Because, I mean, listen, I spent Thanksgiving by myself. Christmas I was with my family, and I was like, I don't have to be alone. Maybe there's
Why
eligible.
don't? All right. So why don't you just? All right. For New Year's, why don't you just hang out with your friends? Hang out with me and Kel. Like, call it a day.
That would be great.
First of all,
Like, no, real talk. Like, there we go.
Kels is
boom.
booed up. She
I'm
probably
not-
gonna be with her, huh?
Oh,
Yep.
well, she
and-
is booed up.
Right. And like I'm down for whatever. But I just thought, I think
plot twist.
somebody got in my head that I should be having a New Year's Eve kiss, and she said, somebody on this panel, she said, if I don't have a New Year's Eve kiss, then I'm lame.
That's not somebody else. Somebody else is lying. That's what's happening here. No, I ain't say that.
Then that got in my head, you know what I mean? That started fucking with me. I was like, oh shit, I need to get a kiss.
So I said I wanted to have a New Year's Eve kiss.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? Me too. But you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna like meet, like go to a bar.
Okay, I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't figured my strategy out yet because I don't even know what's going on. Mind you, it's in like what, 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it's about to be 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came quick.
Time is short. I should have started this mission a while ago. You know what I mean? Like get my candidates like lined up and then just choose one.
Process of elimination, getting them out of there.
Right, but I just like Erin, I'm at the last minute person. So,
but see, I can't go on the apps out here. It's It's gonna be somebody I already know. I made the mistake when I was in Atlanta. I made the mistake of going on Tammy. First of all, Atlanta dating was woe to them.
Everybody know everybody though, especially in the gay community.
And then the person I met was a pathological liar.
Ooh, we don't like those.
No,
That part.
we were on the phone. Okay, I'll give y'all a little. This was years ago, but we were on the phone. We had been talking maybe, I don't remember how long. I don't know, a little while on a FaceTime. And then the next morning, maybe until like 3 a.m. The next morning, I get a call when I'm about to log in for work. I was working remotely at the time. It's like maybe 8 a.m. And I get a call from a number that I didn't know. It was her fiance.
What?
Yes. She was like, "Do you know so and so?" And she told me, right? She had told me a different name. So she was like, "Do you know so and so?" I was like, "No." First of all, who is this on my phone? Right, who's this on my phone? And then she went on to tell me how so and so was in the other room, and you on the phone, and we are very much still together. We live together. Just blah blah blah. And I was like, "You need to go talk to them. I ain't got nothing to do with this."
Wow.
Nothing. I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, see, let me go ahead and delete this app." Pure hell. Pure hell.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot. Crystal said it happened to her 2 years ago. It happens where you for some reason in our community you still living with your ex, but then you want to date, but you're kind of over, but you're not really. Y'all still got like,
yeah.
It's so ass backwards.
Yeah. It's kind of wild. It's kind of, you got to be real careful out there because.
No, you do. I don't like when people sit up there and say, "Oh, I'm still cool. I'm still cool with my ex."
Man,
about that? What that mean?
Do y'all have exes that you're cool with?
How cool?
No, I don't talk to none of mine. Fuck that shit. That's a no-go. I don't fuck that.
None of them?
Nah.
The way you said none of them makes me feel like you do.
No, I really don't.
No, not you. I'm talking about E. I'm talking about the way that they said none of them. I don't either, for the record.
None of them?
See?
It's a high pitch for
me. Very telling.
None of them.
Very telling.
None of them.
No, the only. I'm gonna tell you the only person. I and that's because I have to. Is because we have a child, and fuck that. Other than that, fuck that shit.
There's one person that I'm cool with, but we dated when I was in college. But not even cool, like a birthday checkup. Like they'll be like, "Hey," and it's a man, so that really doesn't fucking count. And he'll be like,
Yeah,
"Hey, are
I
you
feel
good? You
you.
alive?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And on his birthday, I'll be like, "Hey, are you good? You alive?" That's it.
I be having to block motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm serious.
Anyway, so
Oh,
moving
oh,
right
I see
along.
what you did
What?
there. Huh? Look at that.
I have to block motherfuckers because they be like, well,
Yes.
I want to be your friend. And I don't want to lose you no, I really don't want to. Why would we be friends and we
Yeah.
not together no
I don't
more?
need any
But
of that
I,
info.
I, I still want to have you in my life because you're a good person. Well, obviously you fucked that up. So no,
I'm
like,
gonna say Ianla and Anomaly, you're both anomalies in our community because we're all friends with at least one. At least one. Because that's just how we do it. I used to be friends with a whole like a gang of them. I'm not I'm not
Of course.
anymore because I was that person that's like I don't want to let you go. Like we had a bond at some point.
That is the
my
whole
best
point.
friend is in here telling me I'm a witness because she is.
Not
I
I'm a
seen it.
witness.
I seen it.
No, because I cut motherfuckers off. She dope. Like, fuck that
But
Me
shit.
like,
too.
okay, I
I
can
love to
understand you
block
doing that if
somebody.
if the relationship was bad or if y'all had a bad breakup. But what if y'all just decided, you know what? Maybe this wasn't the right move. We could just be
No,
friends.
them
Maybe we're
No.
better as
motherfuckers. No,
friends.
them
No.
motherfuckers just want to clock you and
Right.
figure out what you do. No,
There's a
no.
reason it didn't work.
Yes, that part. Let me tell you,
Sometimes things
my
don't work romantically,
no, ain't no
but
No. I'm not going
no.
back.
Let me tell
Mm-mm.
you, mine, my last one, crazy. The bitch was crazy. The bitch was crazy.
what did she do? Like you talking
She
about slash your tires crazy or like
no, I blocked her ass. My best friend's in here laughing because she know what I'm talking about. This month, no, she's like, I want to be your friend. I said, bro, this not gonna work. And she was like, but I want to be your friend. And I was like, you know what? I blocked her. And then she was like, well, I want the strap back. And I said, no.
oh wait a minute.
Yes,
Wait
she
a minute.
did.
What?
She did. She
It,
did. I was
I want the
yes.
strap back is
She
crazy.
did. I was like, girl, no. Like the
She
fuck?
said she needs something to
Like
remember you by.
it's the fact that you
right.
told her no. It's the fact that you told her because some people would have been like, here, take this shit with
Nah,
you.
hell
I
no.
know. She said, "Don't forget the block calls." I did. I blocked her. She was calling me from different numbers. She was
Yeah.
emailing me. The bitch went
They love an
crazy.
email. Oh, the crazy ones love an email.
How else we
I
gonna
love
Yeah,
reach you if you block us?
No, that is the point.
like it was, and like it was crazy.
Not
The
that I know.
motherfucker was
Right.
deflecting too. It was
My ex-wife took my strap.
took
You
a
know
strap.
what?
I was there for
I'm in
that
possession of all my straps. So it's just really
too.
funny that you guys, girl, I got the emails.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn.
Emails go crazy because you can only block it but so much because they still get through. Those emails will
Yeah, they
get
do.
through.
They do.
God.
Ain't it some toxic shit? And then you be like, damn. And then you be wanting to heal, right? You be healing. You be like, damn, I really was like a toxic. Like that's crazy as fuck. You know? Like
Yeah, now you
fuck
gotta
that shit.
reevaluate how this happened. Like, how did
Hell
we get
yeah. Like you
here?
gotta
Where did I go wrong? Let me.
She did. She was like it was to the point she was like, girl, let's be friends with benefits. I said, nah, bro, that ain't even gonna work. No.
I
They
think
always spin the block. They always try to work their way back in
I
there.
don't spin the
what
block for shit. When I'm done, I'm done.
but okay. All right. So I get that. You don't spin the block, da da da. Cool. But like sometimes, like I said, I think that it's okay to be friends with someone who it didn't work out romantically. Like I've been friends with someone for like over 20 years. It didn't we dated in college. But it just didn't work out romantically, but we were better as friends. We don't want each other. And that's the key. That's the key. You have to see that person almost as like a sister now. Like you can't see them as friends, right?
Mhm.
That's the thing, right? Once you pass that stage, then you can be friends. Like I think that's the key, right?
I think after 20
There ain't no
years,
key.
and it's been platonic for 20 years.
I agree with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get the
I can
sentiment.
agree
So
with
like
that. But my
I think
best,
you can be friends with
no,
exes.
No, I'm good.
In that particular situation, okay, maybe some leniency. Okay, but I feel like the amount of times that happens, 0 to none. Like that.
0 to none.
No, it's with the gays being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
platonic, and
Yeah.
then after.
It's right. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't think
I'm real wary. You meet someone and they're like, yeah, you know, my ex is my best friend. Please, miss me with that. Miss me with that, please.
Shoot,
But it is possible. It is possible.
I had one chick. I called her trouble. I called her trouble because I couldn't put a finger on it, and I was like, "Yo, something not right with you." She's like, "What you mean?" And I was asking questions, and she just was telling on herself, and she was telling on herself, and I was like, "Oh, so you have a woman for everything that you need done in your house?" And yeah, it was the mess. It was a hot mess. I was like, bro, why is you barking up my tree? She said, because you're beautiful. I said, thank you, but like, if you're gonna come to me correct. She said she was crazy too. She was crazy. I was like, hell no. Nope. Not my
Crystal
best friend in here vouching.
Has a good question. She said, what are some things you've learned in past relationships about yourself? God, where do I begin? Where do I begin?
I can answer that.
Learned so much and so much more to learn, right? Golly. I'm gonna start with the fact that and I'm working through this in therapy. Definitely my anxious attachment. Definitely that. I've learned that I can be very codependent. I've learned that, and these are the things that can be seen as negative, okay? But I'm also incredibly loving, incredibly giving. I will give you the world, you know what I mean? Whatever I have is yours. So those are the things that I know about myself, and I have to be very careful with all of those things, especially the last one, when I will give you everything, because it's like, what is left for myself? You know what I mean? I tend to lose myself in relationships. It's like, it's all about you. How can I build you and support you, and and it's like, no, it has to be me first. I have to love myself first. I have to take care of myself first. I have to do for myself first, so that I can be the best partner that I can be, for the both of us. And so those are some things that I've learned, continuing to learn. Still, we gonna get it at some point. What about you guys?
Me, I'm also an overgiver. I fall for potential. I take on the other person's emotions, and they're not even mine half of the time. So yeah, I don't have anything to pour into my cup, but I pour into theirs. So yeah. So this year is all about my ass. So yeah.
Absolutely. Pour into yourself first and foremost.
Similar to what you all said, definitely too giving of myself. I was people pleasing a lot, and still work to get through that. My last relationship was with someone who wasn't wasn't a nice person. So I had to reteach myself love, like what self-love meant and how that felt. But it also, despite the negative from the situation, it pushed me into my spirituality really heavy. And I think without that relationship, I wouldn't have come into it as much as I did. So even when it was really dark, there's a light that came from it. So I'm thankful for that. And listening to my intuition. I had to learn to, when I have the feeling, when my gut tells me something, it's for a fucking reason. And that stuck with me, will always stick with me.
100%.
I feel that. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, and let's just take better care of ourselves. Not allow. Yeah, just take better care of ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's something that my therapist is working with me on for sure. It's like why do you allow certain things to be said and done before you advocate for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not listening to your gut can definitely cost you. Yeah,
Yeah.
leads to a lot of pain. But
Not doing that shit no more though.
Yeah,
no,
fuck that shit.
no, we're
I'm
looking
good.
forward. We're not looking back. We've come through so much this year, and 2026 is gonna be amazing for all of us.
Yes,
I
it
claim it.
is.
I claim it. I claim
I
it.
second that.
We gonna start with that kiss that we gonna get. Once I found my voice, I don't play no more about me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, she
Yes.
don't. That's my best friend, y'all.
Come through, best friend.
Welcome, best friend. Thank you for coming in. Yes.
Yes.
You don't play about you. Because if you play about you, I mean, what you expect other people to do?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I love you guys, and I think we gotta wrap it up here.
Alright.
Thank you for coming through as always. Thank you for your support and your love. Next year, 2026, we got a lot of things to look forward to.
Yes.
Good
Beautiful,
night.
y'all.
Thanks for having
Good
us.
night.
Good night, y'all.
Absolutely.
Good night.
Talk to y'all later.